failure? How do I overcome this character flaw or personality difficulty? And they cause us to look for the best resources to help us grow and get better and improve. Number 5, they create a learner's attitude. When we fail, we may think we've got it together before this failure, before we're brought down a notch or two, but then that can, if we use it correctly, will create a learner's attitude where we say, okay, I need to learn. I need to grow in this area. Who's been through this before? Who's farther down the road than me that I can learn from, that I can resource, that I can talk to? Creates a learner's attitude. Number 6, it reveals our need for God and others. The fires reveal our need. Peter, prior to his failure, it seems like he thought Jesus needed him to defend him, to go with him. After his failure, he realized how much he needed Jesus and other people. So often we'll go through a difficulty, and that difficulty opens our eyes to how much we need the help and the support of God and the other people around us, and it deepens our appreciation for them. And then lastly, number 7, the fires reveal the things that can't be taken from us. I've had friends who lost everything in house fires, and it's tragic and painful, but so often it reveals what are those things that are most valuable, the things that can never be taken from us, that no fire can touch, the things that we invest in our own hearts and in the lives of other people that last for all eternity. The effects go on and on and on, even after we're gone. What are those things that can't be taken from us? So those are seven benefits of fires. Let me review those again. Number 1, they release the seeds of our greatest work and potential. Number 2, they renew our focus and our energy. Number 3, they deliver us from lesser things. Number 4, they connect us to the best resources for growth. Number 5, they create a learner's attitude when we fail. Number 6, they reveal our need for God and others. And number 7, they reveal the things that can't be taken from us. Okay, now I also want to give you 5 keys for dealing with failure. Fires can come in a number of different ways. They can come through loss of a loved one. They can come through many things. But when it's our own failure that creates that fire, that can be particularly painful. And I want to give you 5 keys to dealing with failure. Number 1, do not identify yourself with the failure. Do not say, I have failed, therefore I am a failure. No, the right way to look at that is, I have failed, therefore I'm going to learn, I'm going to grow, I'm going to reach out for resources to get better, I'm going to evaluate and make a better plan, I'm going to listen to wise counsel from other people. Do not identify with the failure. Do not let that become part of your identity and say, well, I messed that up, I'm going to mess everything up, that's just how I am, and then give up. Do not let it do that. Number 2, be open to your future. Peter probably felt that was the end of the road after he had made such professions of his love and commitment to Christ, and then he denied him 3 times in one evening. He probably felt that was the end. That was not the end. He still had an enormous future. What Jesus said of him was still going to come true, but it was through the process of that failure and what he would learn from it that it would come true. Number 3, be honest and vulnerable. Don't try to cover it up. Don't try to lower the standard to match your performance. Don't try to hide it and deceive people. Just be open and honest and vulnerable about it. Say, listen, I messed up. I messed up. How do we fix this? What can I learn? Who's got some information that can help me? Just be open. Number 4, rely on God's love for you. If you're a person of faith, this one's for you. Rely on God's love for you, not your love for him. Even though you failed 1,000,000 times, his love doesn't change. If we depend on our love and our commitment to God or anything really, we may be up and down and all over the board, but his love is steadfast. His forgiveness is steadfast. Rely on that, not on yourself. And number 5, humbly receive your new assignments. Out of the failure will come new learning, and that will create new assignments, new ways that you can help other people, new ways that you can live into their life, that you can encourage them, that you can redirect their thinking during failure, during loss, during the fires of their lives. Okay, so I've got 7 takeaways. I know this is long, but this is an important lesson because failure and loss can be devastating. There are so many lives that have had one traumatic episode and they've been shut down. They've never moved beyond it, and they've never reached their potential that could have come had they looked at things differently. So I want to give six takeaways for you. Number one is the question, what are the fires releasing me from and to? Where are they moving you? What direction are they moving you from? What didn't need to be in your life? What didn't you need there? And where can you go as a result of what you learned? Number two, where is my energy and time best focused? What's really important? You may have heard of the Pareto or the 80-20 principle that 20% greatest results, our 80% greatest results come from what we invest the top 20% of our time in. What is it that's most important for us to focus our time and energy on? Number three, who has walked this path successfully that I can learn from? What are your best resources? Who's been there? Who can help? Who's got some insight and wisdom for you? Number four, what can I learn? And especially about myself and my reaction. James Allen said that circumstance doesn't make the man, it reveals him to himself. What can we learn about ourselves from the way that we respond to our failures, to our losses, to our difficulties? That will show us areas that we can grow in. Number five, what do I truly need from God and others? And how can I humbly receive that? What do others have that could benefit me as I learn from them, as I ask questions, as I grow? And what do I need from God too, as far as the unconditional love, the forgiveness, the complete acceptance? And then number six, what is the biggest picture of what is most valuable that will last throughout this life and beyond?
Jeff will be back shortly to wrap up today's message. This is Gabriela, still on the scene today with Talk Network Radio. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to Empowered Living with Jeff Byrd. If you've missed any part of today's message, you can hear it again online, as well as the entire archive of Empowered Living at www.talknetworkradio.com or search keyword #Empowered Living. We would like to acknowledge our music partners, Sound Ideas for Corporate to the Max and Kevin MacLeod for Airport Lounge. Any scriptures read during this broadcast are from the New American Standard Version of the Holy Bible. If you would like to learn more about Jeffrey Byrd Coaching, visit www.jeffbyrdcoaching.com. That is JEFFBYRD coaching.com. Do a Facebook search for @CoachingRocks or drop Jeff a line at jeff@jeffbyrdcoaching.com. Again, JEFFBYRD coaching.com. Let Jeff's Coaching Rocks be the building blocks of your empowered success. Now, let's go back to Jeff for the rest of today's message.
What do I want to invest my energy in that can never be taken away? Someone had said that the only two things that outlive this life are God's Word. It never changes. It's always true. What we're looking at today is just as true as it was thousands of years ago when it was written. That's number one. And the second thing are the lives and the souls of people. Those souls live on. Our impact lives on. What can we do to invest in those lives? So I hope that this has been helpful for you. This is a very important topic. Well, I'm sure we'll address this in later broadcasts as well. As far as how do we respond to the fires in our life and allow those things that need to be born in us to be born. Remember, the giant sequoia would never have become a giant sequoia without the fire in its life. It would still remain a tiny seed. So when you're going through the fires, be encouraged. Something is being released in your life that's going to lead to greatness. And as we can align with that through some of these principles I've given today, we'll be on our way. Thank you so much. God bless you.